Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, where to even begin with this one? In today's episode of Left is Right, Up is Down, and Common Sense is Hard to Find, we're going to be talking about liberal women being sent to the hospital because they're taking too much Tylenol. I tell you, these women have to be some of the smartest individuals walking the planet, they really do. But why are these women now making this intelligent move in their lives? Well, it's all because the Trump administration, as I'm sure a lot of you know by now, recently announced they allegedly found that pregnant women taking Tylenol can cause their children to have autism. So these liberal women, because of this announcement, are now taking Tylenol in large amounts to protest against the Trump administration. What world are we living in? It has seriously reached the point where if Trump today went on live TV and said, hey look guys, don't drink toilet water, it's really bad for you, these women would go ahead and start drinking liters of it just to protest against him. The TDS these days is on a whole different level. So what we are now seeing because of this on social media are many TikToks being uploaded by these liberal women celebrating the fact they're now intentionally taking Tylenol, and again, some of them are taking it in such huge amounts they're ending up in hospital. Mate, you cannot make it up. Now, before we get into this one, ladies and gentlemen, if you could, as always, make sure to leave a like rating, as it really helps out the video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's check out some of these insane TikToks going around.
About to take Tylenol for my headache while pregnant because I don't take my medical advice from a man who doesn't have a degree in science, healthcare, or medicine, and who had a parasitic brain infection and was addicted to heroin for 14 years. Yeah, I'll trust my doctors who have their degree.
I cannot believe these people are seriously acting like this. Actually, you know what? I can believe these people are seriously acting like that. I don't even know why I said that, because these women over the years have shown time and time again the same behavior. What is embarrassing is the fact that these people go ahead and upload these videos in the very first place. They set up their phone, oh, okay, I'm going to celebrate the fact I'm taking Tylenol. They press record, they probably have to retake it a few times, and then they upload it. And nowhere throughout that process did it click within their minds that what they're doing is absolutely stupid. So that just shows you we got a big issue within society. But every single time the Trump administration does something, these people want to do the opposite. That is how much they hate Donald Trump. It is crazy. But listen to what this next woman has to say. It is shocking.
Okay, so this is happening. So I have a friend that's a nurse, is an ER nurse. And lately, there's been a spike of women coming in, especially women, coming in with poisoning because they took too much Tylenol or acetaminophen. So this is actually happening. I mean, are we for real right now? Like, you feel like you're in the Twilight Zone because these are adults. These are adult women, and they are now sending themselves to the emergency room because they're taking too much Tylenol out of spite for Trump. I cannot. It's like, are you kidding me? So there is now people that are being hospitalized and taken to the emergency room because they're taking too much acetaminophen, Tylenol, out of spite. This is happening.
I do not have the words. These women are lost. Seriously lost. There is no hope for them. How that woman feels in that video is just a reflection of how every single person feels seeing this new trend on social media. New trend, mate, I tell you. Social media has done so much damage to society. It is crazy. These women are taking Tylenol in huge amounts because they hate Trump. so much. Just to even sit here and say that is insane. But this trend, mate, has gotten so out of control that a woman has taken so much Tylenol, she is going to lose her life. Wow. Pregnant liberal woman suffers fatal Tylenol overdose after trying to prove Trump wrong. Now allegedly on ventilator fighting for her life. Nicole Cyrusek, I hope I got that name right, founder of American Frontline Nurses, claimed she received a frantic 4 a.m. call from her distraught husband whose pregnant wife is now on a ventilator after overdosing on Tylenol. According to Cyrusek, the woman, who was between 23 and 25 weeks pregnant, attempted to ingest massive amounts of Tylenol in an effort to prove Donald Trump wrong after his recent remarks linking acetaminophen use during pregnancy to autism. Now this story is so insane, I don't even know if I believe it because it is just that crazy, but it wouldn't surprise any of us if this is actually true because the levels of Trump derangement syndrome are reaching new levels. If this story is true, what this liberal woman has done is nothing but disgraceful. She didn't care about her own life. She clearly didn't care about her baby's life. All she cared about was the hate for Donald Trump and to prove him wrong. You know, I really do think these liberals really need to start looking in the mirror and asking themselves, what the F are we actually doing? What are we doing? I mean, you spend enough time looking at your neon hair and your Karen haircut, so you might as well just take 10 seconds to ask yourself that question because it might just be the best thing you can do. But listen to this person who has revealed that she received a frantic call at 4 a.m. from her husband because apparently his wife took too much Tylenol and she's going to end up losing her life. Take a watch.
I got a call, a very frantic call at 4 o'clock in the morning from a husband whose wife is now dying of liver failure on a ventilator in an ICU because she was trying to prove that Tylenol doesn't cause autism because of what Trump said on the news. Mind you, that's a Harvard study. Now, whether or not you believe the Harvard study or not is not the issue here. The issue is that she's somewhere between 23 to 25 weeks and she overdosed on Tylenol. And she's going to die. She's not going to come off that ventilator. And the guy got my phone number from somebody. Somebody gave it to him. I mean, guys, it's early in the morning. I'm still in Hello Kitty sweatpants in my gym trying to work out. And she's going to die. It's going to be, let me tell you something about Tylenol overdosing and death, is that if you aren't administered the antidote, it is a very slow and painful death, okay? Because Tylenol, as well as Benadryl and aspirin, are the 3 most common OTCs that people will typically try to unalive themselves with, so I don't get censored. But now people are just taking massive amounts of Tylenol to prove Trump wrong. I mean, weren't these the same people who put Harvard and Fauci and the pillars of science on a pedestal? And now they refuse to believe it. Like, I don't believe it either. But I'm also not going to go overdose on Tylenol either. And it's just so sad because he has to make the choice of them going and trying to emergency deliver this baby. And the baby may not survive. The baby's going to spend a long time in the NICU. Hopefully the baby will survive. And remember, guys, preemies have complications even if they do survive. I didn't ask him if he had more children. So, I mean, let's say this woman they have more children. They lost their mother. Baby's not going to grow up with the mom. He lost his whole life if this, all because of TikTok challenges, guys. Everybody wants, well, not everybody, but maybe these crazy liberal women. They literally hate Trump so bad that potentially. I'm just I don't even have words for this because it's such a waste of life. It's such a waste of life. This was a preventable situation. This situation didn't even have to exist. It wasn't like she woke up and was in a car accident, a freak car accident, or something fell off a building and she willfully did this herself. So I don't know. What are you guys saying? I've got to stay off TikTok because that's all the nonsense that I keep seeing right now.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, all I want to do is go back to a time that was normal. normal. I am so tired of constantly seeing this insane behavior. And you know what's even more concerning? It has reached a point where this sort of thing is just normalized, this psychotic behavior, because nobody is surprised any longer that these people go ahead and do this sort of stuff. We have a lot of problems in society. The fact that you hate someone so much that you are willing to take Tylenol in huge amounts, I don't even know what to say. I cannot imagine the hate you have to have within you to go ahead and do this, man. And you've heard me say this many times before, but it just further proves again that the leftist liberal movement just has so much hate, so much aggression, so much anger behind it, that they're willing to go ahead and do stuff like this. I hope again, if this story is true, that the baby survives, because they do not deserve to have their life taken away from them because of the reckless actions from a mentally unstable mother. This is just ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know what to say about this any longer. I really don't. Leave all your opinions. I will be checking every single comment out. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, share this video. But until next time, it has been your host JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.